Hey guys, so you're about to embark on one of the biggest decisions of your life, renovating your forever home. Here's what you need to know. Hey guys, so you're about to embark on this renovation of your forever home. And it's really important to make sure that you find the right contractor for you. Now, you might be scratching your head a little bit and unsure about what that means. Let me help you understand this. I like to use the analogy, I'm gonna call it the dating analogy, right? So you're about to go on this long relationship with somebody that you don't really know. So what do? We go on a few dates with them first. That's you and me, client and contractor, meeting and greeting, understanding each other's values, understanding the project to make sure that I can do the project for you and do it the way that you want. You have to identify whether or not you guys can communicate with each other, right? What's the point of going on a second or third date with somebody if you can't even stand sitting across from them? So take that all into consideration, and I hope to give you a few pointers on how to find your ideal contractor. Pointer number one, trustworthiness and reliability. It goes without saying, right? You have to be able to trust each other. It goes both ways to understand that what is said and what is planned will happen. You don't want to go on a date with anybody if they're not reliable. You want to make sure that you're not stood up. You need to make sure that your contractor shows up when they say they're going to show up, does what they say they're going to do, and really just delivers a product that you're going to be happy with for years to come. Tip number two, guys, personal connection and communication. This has got to be one of my most favorite because my clients are not my clients at the end of it. They become my friends. We talk for years after our project. We're embarking on this long relationship together and it's going to be messy at times. So communication is top of mind throughout the entire process. You have to be able to communicate effectively both ways. The client and the contractor need to get ahead of issues and not only the bad stuff, but the good stuff too, right? Any changes, additions to the project, they all get communicated so that they're taking full consideration for it from the get-go. Personal connection and communication are so important when working on a large-scale remodel. Personal connection is equal with communication in my mind because if we don't connect, we're gonna be butting heads the entire time. I need to understand your vision and you need to be able to understand how I operate so that we can work together in a cohesive manner to execute your awesome remodel. My goal with personal connection is to make sure that at the end of this project, we remain friends, maybe share a drink together, and you get to enjoy your space with no issues. Step number three. Quality, craftsmanship, and attention to detail. Some people say that I obsess over details way too much, but honestly, I think that's a good quality to have in a contractor. You want to make sure that they pay attention to all the little nitty-gritty things so that come finish, when we're tying everything together, we're not having things overlap that don't make sense, and every detail of your project was planned out from the beginning. Quality and craftsmanship should go without saying. Everybody wants a project that is going to last 10, 20 years, 100 years, generations to come. I highly recommend when you are interviewing your contractors, talk to previous clients. Understand how their house held up over the years. Ask them how their relationship was, the communication, but overall, go and touch and feel some of their projects. I'm sure they have clients that are willing to let you in and show off the work that they did because they're excited about their forever home too. Step four, customer satisfaction, commitment to customer satisfaction. We're going to talk about warranties, we're going to talk about reviews, and we're going to talk about your contractor priorities. When we're thinking about customer satisfaction, it's not about just making sure that the work is good, it's making sure that it's good for years to come. The state of Rhode Island requires any contractor a 12-month warranty. I like to offer 24 months because I say if we do it right, it's done right forever. Make sure you're asking your contractor or whoever you're interviewing what their warranty process looks like and how long they'll stand behind the work that they do. We're going to talk about reviews now. So reviews are really important to follow up on. You want to look online and make sure you read through, because not everybody's going to have a 5-star rating all the time. You get those few that give you a 4-star and maybe even that 1-star. Find out what the 1-star was about. And maybe the contractor would even have an open project that they could walk you through so you can touch and feel the craftsmanship of their work. Next, we're going to talk about your contractor's priorities. It's important to understand how many projects they run at the same time, whether or not they just want to close out the project and get on to the next one, or if they're committed to you and your satisfaction. Not only is it about delivering a project in full, but making sure that you follow up and help with any issues after the project's done with. You know, this is a living and moving environment. We're building your forever home. Just because it's done completely doesn't mean that you don't have to maintain it. So having a reliable contractor that keeps your satisfaction in mind is very important. Step 5, stress reduction, peace of mind. This has got to be one of the most important aspects of identifying your ideal contractor, because a stress-free renovation and a little peace of mind to know that the job is going to get done right goes a long way. You run a busy life. You may have kids, you may have a family, you may have a career. You don't want to be worried about your project. So take the time to make sure that you vet and hire a contractor that works well with you and has all of your values in mind. The last thing that you want to do is hire a contractor and have this horrible experience, spend all of this money, and be left with a mess. Vet your contractor and understand who they are and what they're going to do for you, because it's your project and it's your house. Now that I outlined those 5 steps, I want to give you a couple tips. Some of the stuff that we do that helps our clients get to that next level. We have project managers that will manage your entire project from start to finish. After we sell and design your renovation, we need somebody to kind of coordinate and orchestrate the entire thing, right? So we put together a project management team. They're gonna work with our trade partners, they're gonna work with the schedule, and they're gonna work with you to make sure that everything comes in that cohesive renovation that you're hoping to get. We use construction software, so that's an important thing to ask your contractor, is if they use construction software so that you can keep an eye on your project, because maybe you're not there. Maybe you're living in a different state. Maybe you bought a house that you haven't had a chance to move into in the town next to you, and you just don't have the time to go check on it on a day-to-day basis. How valuable would it be to see real-time pictures, daily logs, and communication when you get home from your day of work instead of having to go to one additional stop? I think there's a lot of value in that, so we brought it into our company, and I think that you should ask your contractor if they do something similar. Another thing that we do is we have our own in-house carpenters. While we are known as a general contractor design build firm, we brought in our own carpenters so that we can control a certain pace and momentum. We do use licensed trades when we needed, electrical, plumbing, HVAC, and we use skilled trades when needed, like tile, hardwood floor guys, or plasterers. The last thing you want to do is have your carpenter installing your tile and painting your ceiling. I don't want to see it, and I don't think you do either.